What's up? I'm Rob Shaw. For those of you that don't know me, I am a sportscasting major at Full Sail University. I guess my ultimate goal is for you guys to act like I am some sort of rapper or musician. If I put out content, I want you guys to rush to go see what it is, the same way you would when your favorite artist drops a new song. So today, I just want to talk about a few quick sports points. Let's start with Derek Jeter not being a unanimous Hall of Famer. I don't know who looked at his resume and was like, "Yeah, that's not Hall of Fame worthy to me." He has just about every individual accolade you could ask for, on top of winning, and you play the game to win. So I have a few Yankee fans that are like good friends. One of them in particular was telling me all day yesterday, "Hey, Jeter's not going to be unanimous. Jeter's not going to be unanimous." I dismissed it as everybody gets worked up about their team. Like when it's your team, you just automatically become a pessimist. But then for Jeter to be one vote shy of unanimous, now I got to go back and eat crow and be like, "Man, you were right, but my friend shouldn't have been right." There's no way you look at Derek Jeter's resume and think, "Hey, this isn't a Hall of Famer." Like, don't hide behind an anonymous vote. If that the person who didn't vote for Jeter feels that strongly, they need to come out and make their case, because I can't see a case where Jeter is not a Hall of Famer. This brings me to two theories. One theory, pitched by the same friend, or at least brought to my attention by that friend, was that somebody knew Jeter was going to get in and used one of their 10 votes on somebody else they thought might not make it in. Which is cool, but that's not how the voting should work. The reason that person knew Jeter was going to get in is because Jeter's a Hall of Famer. And, like, that's that. My second theory is one that I came up on my own. I'm sure somebody else may have theorized this as well. Baseball is in the middle of the biggest cheating scandal it's had since the steroid era. And it's been all negative news for America's pastime. I wouldn't be surprised if Major League Baseball pulled a writer aside and said, "Hey, if you didn't vote for Jeter, it would get people talking about baseball again, but not in a cheating way." And then when you add in like Jeter's demeanor, how he's not going to make a stink about it, it's the perfect way to keep eyes on baseball, but not on the cheating scandal. So those are my thoughts on the Derek Jeter situation. Let's get into the Kansas Jayhawks and the Kansas State Wildcats fight from last night. First, for a quick little background, earlier this season, Kansas was beating the living life out of Monmouth, and a player from and Kansas is dribbling out the clock again, and the player from Monmouth steals the ball and catches a hammer. Like, sort of dunks on a dude who's trying to chase him down, pops his jersey, talking wild, greasy. Like, they were down 55. But in the heat of the moment, he got mad and stole the ball, caught a dunk. So I'm sure in Kansas's mind, they were thinking, all right, not again. So when the Kansas State player steals the ball from Sylvia D'Souza, who's trying to dribble out the clock, I'm sure D'Souza was thinking, "Nah, y'all not doing this to me twice." And I'm sure the rest of the Jayhawks were thinking that. Like, we're up big, we're trying to dribble out the clock, and you guys are going for, like, cheap, corny steals that don't affect the outcome of the game. Maybe they affect the betting line. But Bruce Pearl wasn't going to go... I'm sorry, Bruce Weber wasn't going to go, "Hey, man, that steal you had at the end of the game when they were dribbling out the clock, thumbs up. Great work." So it doesn't matter. So D'Souza chases it down, blocks the shot, like a nasty block. But then this is where D'Souza goes wrong. The player's on the floor. He's standing over him. He's standing over him, and he's talking greasy. Like, yo, don't do that. You never dangle your private area over another man. Like, that's what sets off this whole big fight and incident. D'Souza's standing over him with his junk, like, right in his face. Like, this is another man. Show a little respect. Like, I understand in the heat of the moment, but, like, that is a dominance thing. That's why the Kansas State team comes over and pushes D'Souza away. Like, come on, man. Like, and then it just gets into straight fighting. Love, who was sitting out for Kansas State, comes over, and him and D'Souza are going at it. At one point, Sylvia D'Souza picks up a chair. It looks like Kansas players are stomping out Love over in the back right corner. Is crazy, but like those things shouldn't happen in sports, especially like when it's supposed to be organized. But in the heat of the moment, things can get crazy. And I see a lot of people saying, hey, D'Souza put down the chair on his own. One, it looked like two people tried to take the chair from him and he lost his grip. Secondly, the only reason he does put down the chair is because McCormick, his teammate, is the closest person to him. There was nobody on Kansas State to hit with the chair. That's why he didn't care about the chair anymore. The only people he could hit was his own people. D'Souza has been more trouble than he's worth for Kansas at this point. He's averaging like 2 points after he was a big-time recruit that had to sit out almost 2 years because his uncle took money for him to go to Kansas. I'd be surprised if we see him in a Kansas uniform again, but that's just my speculation. A lot of suspensions are coming, and there were some people that thought Kansas was the most talented team in the country. So this opens up the national championship picture even more in a year where it's safe to say college basketball is down, and this brawl/fight may have taken out another contender. So those are just my quick thoughts on the Derek Jeter not being a unanimous Hall of Fame selection, as well as the Kansas State brawl. I'm Rob Shaw. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, I'll try and do more of these. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.